Chat, you heard what Tommy G inside Chicago's worst jail
Chicago's
ever.
Cook County
Jail is not cool. It's not a fun place. Don't go.
Jail is one of the largest and most notorious jails in the United States.
It's like nowadays when niggas go to jail, bro, it's like I'm for the. It's like niggas reward people to go to jail, come back. Like, yeah, you stand 10 toes down. Like, nigga feel like the balls they come out of jail.
Home to
Shit.
around 6,000 inmates, many of whom are
You won't see me in that motherfucker.
This is a massive correctional facility that has incarcerated
I just know
Chicago's
Chicago
most
got plenty of
infamous
folks in that
criminals
jail.
like Al Capone, John Wayne Gacy, Larry Hoover, and King Von. Currently
Larry
behind
Hoover.
the barbed wire walls, Cook County sheriffs are battling against a serious and invisible drug epidemic called paper strips. What happens
Man,
is
that's that
smugglers
K2,
take
man.
harmless-looking items like
That's
books,
that
court
K2.
documents, or family photos, and they soak them with synthetic chemicals ranging from cannabinoids to fentanyl, some of which are lethal and lead to
So that's
overdose
how they.
deaths.
So that's
Today,
basically
Cook
their
County Sheriff
woods.
Tom Dart invites me in to show me
What
how
the
his
hell?
team of officers fight against this problem. And we even see a raid on a high-security cell block that uncovers
Man, the first nigga, man,
officers fight against this problem. And we even see a
this nigga ain't catching nobody. Nigga ran out slow as a motherfucker. Look,
raid on a high-security cell
He
block
ain't
that
catching
uncovers
nobody.
drugs and homemade shanks. So join us now. But first, a quick word from the sponsor of
I don't
today's
like jail is
episode.
not no fun place, bro. Jail is not no fun place, bro. Don't go to jail.
Code, you will get playing Henry Condro's death.
Jail is not a fun place to go to. Like, you can't eat,
This is
you
Tommy
can't
G,
get
Tommy
up, you
Dusty.
can't sleep on, like, you just not on your timing in that bitch.
Thank you so much. All right, folks.
Tommy
we are
G
at
got access
Chicago's
to a lot of
largest
shit.
Cook County Jail, and we're gonna be looking into their drug epidemic with the strips, the paper strips, and this is
Man, that's
extremely
they
notorious
woods, fool.
Chicago jail. I mean, just where
It's
we
them
are
for
right now,
woods.
this neighborhood is hotly contested, little village territory. Where
We
have
gonna try to push we gonna try to push what you call a movement full of fuck the streets. Cause y'all see 21 Savage did it and took it back like a little ass girl. But if you a street nigga and you watching me gang, you don't like what I'm saying, please leave. I don't care. I don't care. Leave. I'm trying to help these kids out, bro. Like, to push a no street code. Like, fuck this shit, bro. You don't gotta go on the streets, fool. It's another route. Like, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. We gonna push this shit. We gonna push this shit. We gonna make streets the lane. We gonna make street people lane. We gonna make the streets lane, bro.
Which is a logistical challenge. This is a place I'm very excited to learn about. We'll bring you in just a moment.
Tommy
All right, back
G.
in the paddy wagon again. I can't imagine spending any amount of time in a place like this.
Yeah,
To
for
do
real.
anything that frequently puts you back behind these walls, to me, is kind of a mind-blowing loop to be stuck on for a human. But I also think it has so much to do with neighborhood, culture, and structure, and influences. That's one thing that
Yeah.
will change America.
Cause I even got influenced to be in the streets. And I'm just happy that I opened my fucking eyes and got out of this shit. But it's mostly the influence. Like, niggas that get influenced to go on the streets like this and be on bullshit.
Round up. We gotta increase fatherhood. We gotta make reading and learning cool. We gotta make cleaning up litter and taking care of the environment cool. Who are we with right now?
Tom Dart, Sheriff of Cook County. Tommy, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. And you're gonna be taking us on a tour?
Yeah, we're going to go into Division 6, which is one of the, about like 15 different divisions.
He like,
we have
oh,
right
God.
now here at Cook County.
You know it's bad when you say
officers do you have
that.
on staff at a given time?
Oh, a little under 3,000 correctional officers,
Damn.
correctional deputies, period, and run 3 different shifts. And depending on the population a little bit, it goes up and down a little bit.
So this paper strip drug epidemic has been a big challenge.
Motherfuckers really smoking
The
paper.
whole opioid epidemic that hit us about 5 or 6 years ago in this country hit everybody and hit every aspect of society pretty hard, so it was not unusual for it to appear here.
Are conjugal visits allowed here?
No. In visitations
Damn.
in jail tradition, they occur.
So if you get locked up here, gang, your family can't even visit you. Like, that shit's
behind
fucked
bulletproof
up.
glass with little screens to yell.
Damn.
We've allowed
That shit
to where
crazy.
people are sitting at tables.
Why do y'all
Not
niggas
only
love
sitting,
doing this? Why do y'all love coming here?
The kids to hug their dad when they get there.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Got the police dogs. What the hell is that? Drugs?
So we're going to the basement of Cook County. Apparently it's like a tunnel system under here. It's easy to get lost. This is a behemoth of a building. I mean, to house 6,000 inmates at a time and up to 9,000.
6,000 inmates.
The infrastructure that needs to happen
at a time
is considerable. You have to remember, a lot of jails are kind of like paramilitary organizations. They have a hierarchy in the guards. And there's a certain way you can walk and talk, and it's almost like boot camp.
If he was free, you won't have to worry about that.
Bad guys. So which unit are we in right now?
We're in Division 6 down in the basement, and we're heading to the mail room.
And this is known as kind of medium security area?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, bud. Good seeing you.
So this is seized paper strips.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, that was one of the major problems, was two things. One, a lot of the stuff we were getting wasn't traditional narcotics. And so a lot of testing didn't show much, because originally when this first hit us, they were using stuff like rat poison. They were using
rat poison.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Not only is the substance
It's that bad? Rat poison?
easy to smuggle, but it's a Russian
Man,
roulette
that's
of a
crazy.
drug because it's almost impossible to know what you are smoking.
shit
For
crazy.
example, there are reports of this paper drug being delivered coated in toxic compounds like roach spray and rat poison. Now, folks, the most common chemical application on the strips is synthetic weed, which is
Rat
also
poison,
known as
bro?
K2 or spice, which as a
Like
high school
K2.
kid in Illinois in the early 2010s, I experienced this stuff firsthand. It is an incredibly intense high that sometimes resulted in me having to lay down and basically hallucinate for the first 10 or 15 minutes of the experience. And this is just another dangerous aspect of the strips because it can leave the intoxicated inmate incredibly vulnerable to being attacked, or in the case of what's happening in Georgia state prisons, tied up to be
that shit
stolen
fucked
for
up.
money. And so now Cook County sheriffs face a tough catch-22. They can either continue
you
to
can get
allow
laced
physical
by
paper
this shit.
documents through the mailroom, which civil
Nigga,
rights
give
advocates
some
would
K2
say
and
is
lace
a
your
protected
ass.
First Amendment right, or like other jails or prisons, they can completely ban mail altogether and force inmates to receive digital copies of communication.
So none of those things would hit if you test them because they aren't illegal substances. We test enough of it just to know what it is people are trying to sneak in these days. And it's now like different variations of cannabinoids that they're doing that keeps changing. We put so much time and energy into this thing.
Bro, y'all not doing no good job, bro. Y'all not putting y'all time and energy, because if y'all was, niggas wouldn't be sneaking fucking K2 in this bitch.
You know, not just dog sniffing.
You're
but
lying
none of
for the
traditional
camera.
Stuff worked. We added all this stuff, but then we opened up all sorts of criminal investigations of people bringing it in.
That nigga look like he
A
high.
corrections officer was accused of agreeing to smuggle
He look like he don't
in
get no
soaked
fuck.
papers in
He'll do it
exchange
again.
for $2,000.
Outsiders, insiders, bringing it in the whole 9 yards. And in doing it, one of the times we did it, we did a search warrant, got in the house, and found all these things that this guy was using to make these compounds. And with it, he had like his formula that he was doing.
Yeah,
And
this
he
is some mad scientist
absolutely
kind of job.
And he was sending it out to other people too. He'd take money for it. A sheet this size would go for at least $1,500.
While filming another story I'm working on covering the programs offered to inmates within Cook County Jail, I got to speak with some of the inmates about the strip epidemic, and here's what they had to say about it.
Strips a drug people do on the streets, or is that like a jail and prison only drug?
I think it's like a jail and prison only drugs.
No one's doing that in the streets,
no,
right?
No, nobody doing it in the streets.
Hell no,
It's
bro.
like, and here,
Hell no, you don't see nobody in the streets
so-
smoking no damn
And what do you
K2.
think motivates people to do strips?
I think some people when they
Because
start-
they're locked up, Tommy G. They're locked up. They got no choice. They want to get high. They're locked up. So, I heard like they got vapes there too. Like, when they vape finish, they'll like make a new flavor. I don't know how they do it, but they doing it. They're doing it.
first and everything, I think some people just be bored because jail just is like a repeated thing.
And that's why programs like this are so important, because it takes some of the boredom out of jail.
Yes, sir.
What do you think motivates the guys doing the strips to do them?
Some people don't see the light. Some people feel like they never coming home.
For
Some
real.
people have drug addictions prior to coming here, so it's a substitute.
Te puede matar en algún momento, te pone como estuvieras borracho.
Como un zombie.
Sí, te pone como un zombie.
Now we're about to be on our way
Yeah.
to an active raid happening, where we go through a cell block and see if there's contraband in the unit.
Alright. Tommy D, Tommy
And
G,
now
I
we're
seen it
walking
all.
through legendary doors here. Anyone that is in the streets in Chicago knows about Cook County Jail. And
I
famous
bet they do.
rappers have been behind bars
Shit,
here.
Chicago is crazy, man. It's, I ain't gonna say crazy because there's some part of Chicago that's not crazy, but Chicago, what I've heard from Chicago, man, they're crazy. They're crazy as fuck.
Von, Little Dirk.
Free Schmirk, man.
So we're walking into, I think it's a briefing meeting for the guards before they do the search.
All right, we're going to Delta Jack, right? You guys already know with our pre-briefing, half in the front, half in the back. Everybody hits the floor. No deviation from that. Everybody hits the floor, everybody gets cuffed. When they hit the floor, make sure that you're observing, right? Make sure nobody's fiddling with anything in their waistband, trying to ditch any contraband, weapons, whatever. Cuff them. Once everybody's cuffed, a couple of you guys break off upstairs. We'll make sure the bathrooms upstairs are clear. Everybody gets assisted to their feet, escorted to the wall. Everybody gets a good pat down. They're going indoor rec. Be safe. You guys know who your partners are. Where your partner goes, you go, okay? Nobody's alone. But we gather information through various avenues to determine who has the contraband. Which person, maybe it's not on person, maybe it's under a sink, maybe it's somewhere under a water closet, somewhere they have easy access to. But through various ways of information, that's how we get it and we narrow it down. All the information together, like, okay, I heard it from here, we got it from here, we got it from here, it's all linking up, then we go hit it.
All right, here we go.
I see what you're saying.
Excitement in the air before a raid.
These officers are getting ready to launch a full-scale blitz on a maximum security unit. In order to overwhelm and quickly subdue every single inmate, they are going to sweep the pod from 2 different entry points with the goal of no inmate being able to have the time to hide contraband or flush drugs.
So they're
down
just
the toilet.
going.
Let's see how this
They're not
down.
even giving the prisoner no heads up. They just going. Like imagine you being in random ass raids. And every, like, I feel like every week they'll raid this shit because it's Chicago again. This shit is crazy. You don't know what's in the nigga cell. Folks said Dirk just snuck a damn Apple fucking watch in jail. I don't know where Dirk locked up at, but it's just crazy. Chicago, bro, it's crazy.
You think the inmates know?
And I feel like they got to do this shit. Because if they don't, this shit gonna be bad.
Don't think we're coming?
See, they don't. Them folk probably know. Yeah, the first nigga ain't catching nobody. Yeah.
They got everyone on the ground. The first step is securing everybody. Look, you see people peeking their heads out of their cell too. But to be an inmate and to not know when this is going to happen, that any moment throughout the day,
yeah, that's crazy.
They can come in, rush you, and start the search. If you're on the side of smuggling, you have to stay on your toes at all times. What are we looking at so
for
far?
real.
So you have a shank made out of screw.
Oh, they found some
and
shit.
then here you got
Of course they're gonna find some shit,
what we
AK.
call roaches, right? We haven't opened it up yet.
That's fine.
This was laying on
That's
the
a
ground.
shame.
This was laying on the ground.
But you
A
think
little
that's
ass
strips?
shank.
There's so usually typically
That bitch could do
roach
damage, though.
will contain multiple strips. So
What's this?
This is basically what it is. It's cellophane that's rolled, right? And they roll it until it gets really hard. And what they'll do is they'll stick it like in a sock, they'll tie it into it, and they'll use that as a weapon. Here it's a
Okay.
Magic Shave cream, but it's filled with feces.
Really?
Yeah,
What you mean?
So it's a weapon, a biological weapon?
pretty much, yeah.
Well, I mean, what would be the other purpose of filling poop in that?
What I like to think is I feel like we've been doing pretty well recovering weapons, right? So this is like their last resort.
Okay, so right now behind us, one by one, every single inmate is being searched, and a search is an unpleasant experience.
This shit's fucked up, bro. Stay free. Stay free, bro. Like, please stay free, bro. Like, this shit's not it, gang. It's not it. This shit is not it at all.
They're getting their shoes taken off, socks taken off. They're getting felt around their groin area. The most
Cause once you in their system, gang, they could do anything to you. You can't do shit. You're in jail. I see Chuck the Beat over here complaining about the bathrooms don't work, the sink. Nigga, you were in jail. They don't give a fuck what works or what doesn't work. You're in jail, Chuck.
Here, guys. Another shank.
This is a wick.
That's out of toilet paper.
I believe this is toilet paper. Yes, toilet paper. So what they do is they'll
What
light
the
up the end
fuck?
of it. This is what they use to start, light up fires, or
Huh.
which is you saw earlier.
I thought that was to choke a nigga
They
with.
light them up.
One thing to highlight, look, so this is made out of a haler, a medically
Damn.
necessary piece of equipment.
And that shit looks
if
small,
abused,
but that
can
bitch
hurt
gonna do
something
some
that can
damage.
Stab somebody, and this is the fine line that a jail has to operate: is human freedoms, healthcare, danger. Another thing to note here is I was curious how the segregation might work, but I do see Latinos, blacks mixed. Some jails racially segregate, some do it by gang, some do it by age, some do it
Gang
by
for
level
sure.
of danger to society. But how you sort people is a recipe that can either make safety or danger depending on how you do it. A logistical question that every jail has to think about. So anyone that is wearing a green jumpsuit, it's apparently because they've either indecently exposed themselves or got caught masturbating.
We tell everyone not to search
Man,
the
fool.
day room, especially when there's no.
Like, it's so much crazy shit go on in the jail, bro. Like, I prefer niggas to just be free,
The
bro.
toilets, under the toilets.
And don't
The
do
main
no
thing
bullshit
with that
to have your
is
ass in jail.
priority.
Cause this shit's
Clearing
not
the
it,
tier,
fool.
making sure all of them are
Shit's
gone.
not it
If there's
at all.
a weapon or some drugs in that toilet, it's not going anywhere.
Does each guy have a bathroom in their cell too?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the community room if they're out and about. Are they
That shit
allowed
looks
to
so
have any
nasty.
sort of towel?
No. Another shank.
Another shank?
Damn, another shame.
I knew I saw something. Looks like to be another screw. I'm sure it's just troll. Your skin's got to touch it, but see, that's a problem too. If it's not lighting with the skin,
What the fuck
means
is
that? It's
that?
tampered with.
And what are the implications of this being tampered with?
They could loosen these screws, which allows this to come up, exposing the wires. Attempt to light fires or just conceal contraband.
They start fires by doing
it
it.
every day to figure out how to hide this stuff. So we just start from the back and just work.
Like,
our
y'all
way,
wanna live in this shit?
figure out how to hide this stuff. So we
Like, y'all wanna lose y'all freedom to live in this shit, bro? This shit?
just start from the back and just work our way this way. But every nook,
Stay free.
every cranny has to be searched. Excess food. So I usually start with the windows, just because it's all the way on the end. They can hide stuff in there. So when we're doing this, the main thing we want to do is we don't want to mess up their stuff. We don't want to be bogus. But for us, we go picture by picture, paper by paper. These guys are ingenious. They could have 2 pieces of paper glued together with drug-soaked paper in between them, and just any quick glance, you wouldn't even notice. So this is usually a big indicator, the holes in the mattress. This guy,
Yeah, like they got so much hiding spots.
Just essentially, yeah, these might just be bookmarks.
They got
We
so
gotta
much
make
hiding
sure that
spots.
They're just bookmarks. Because in between,
How the fuck
any
you
of
make
these
sure?
pages could potentially be, and not even just drug-soaked paper either. Staples, paper clips, tattoo needles, really anything.
Do raids happen on a daily basis?
That's our whole function. I mean, we wouldn't describe them as raids. They're targeted searches or just regular tier searches. They have to be done. It all depends on the information we have, the intel we have. Will determine if we're going to make a strategic entry through the front door, the back door, both. If we're just going to hit a cell or 2, it all depends. A lot of planning goes into each one of these.
Have you seen any overdoses happen in these units?
Yes.
In 2023, Cook County Jail had 18 inmate deaths, and a third of those were due to drug overdoses, making
Damn,
this drug
fool.
problem the single greatest cause of
Right.
unnatural death in the facility.
The
shit's
50th
so
time
fucked
this
up.
year, the Cook County Sheriff's Office makes an arrest related to drug-soaked paper.
Including occasionally the guards themselves.
This month,
Damn.
a corrections officer was
Man, like, it's been a lot of dirty cops, bro.
accused
real.
of agreeing to smuggle in drug-soaked
That he was a
paper
cop?
in exchange for
He
$2,000.
mad as a motherfucker.
Folks, because smuggling a single soaked piece of paper can be worth as much as $10,000, and because it is also very difficult to
Like,
detect
it's so
who
much
the
dirty
dealer is
cops.
that is smuggling in the drugs, my gut tells me that the economic incentives are too high for this problem to go away anytime soon.
Which would you say is more dangerous, the gang violence or the strips?
They're both just as important, right? But the paper drugs have been prevalent for the last, how long? It's really picking up steam. But the problem is that with the paper drugs, it's dangerous to not only them, but it's also dangerous to us as well. that kind of might tip the scale a little bit.
Justin Wilkes, Chief of Investigations and Intelligence.
And what's been grinding your gears lately?
Well, for the last couple of years, saturated paper inside the jail. Back in 2023, we had our first death from smoking the saturated paper, and I feel like ever since then, that's
damn, niggas died of smoking paper. I thought they overdose off the
And
pills.
what is this drug?
I don't know exactly how to describe it. Because they're
they
all
K2.
different kinds. There's synthetic
Niggas,
cannabinoid,
hold on,
synthetic.
bro. Roach spray? What the fuck? Y'all in there smoking roach spray? Rat poison? Like, is that serious, bro? This shit's fucked up.
Synthetic hallucinogens.
What the hell, fool?
We don't really know. Each one's different.
Stay free.
Inmates have a term they
I don't know
use.
how much times I heard me say that, but stay free.
They'll call the stuff death.
Did you get something over here?
Yeah.
Can you show me what that is?
They must have had a whack
The fuck?
and that started these on fire.
Okay.
So are they
That's the
making
little
homemade
fire shit.
joints? Do they have a piece that they're
Yeah,
hitting?
they're making homemade joints.
When you guys raid a cell, how often are you finding contraband?
We find it every single time.
Every single time. So it never stops.
Never stops, ever.
I know you're about to search a cell.
I heard niggas
Okay,
be
you
like
search it
smoking
and
through the
walk us through the
toilet too,
as
fool.
you're searching.
Like, they gotta put their head in the toilet, man, fool. Bruh.
All the way here. And I'm just looking for anything that they either stuff inside of like these lights. And this came off the top. So I'm gonna go through it, see if it looks saturated or if they hid anything in there.
How long you been doing this for?
I am going on my 4th year.
And what's it like?
You know what? I really do like it. And it's wild.
But are you attracted to
She like, it's wild. She like it.
Yeah, I guess so. And here, in between these little joints, they stuff stuff too. This is just the wrapper, but sometimes they put like the Suboxone strips in here, but nothing's in here.
Which drug would you say causes you
Like, to
the
be in
most
jail, bro, you gotta be a creative. Like, you gotta be creative as
It
shit.
looks like a very uncomfortable
Like,
drug to me.
damn.
It's actually kind of scary, the way they look when they're on that. Doesn't look like it's enjoyable.
What do we have here? What are we looking for?
Well, we search everything, so this was tied on the door.
Man, she bad as
They
hell.
can't keep.
Shit, lock me up.
It's like
Nah,
a
I'm just
handmade
playing.
bag, so it's considered.
Don't lock me up.
Because they do
Shit.
get a shower bag.
I don't even think I could survive in that motherfucker. Shit.
I found Suboxone a few times, so I always open their mineral cream.
So you're the tester?
I'll do the testing and write down exactly what was found, like the contraband they're not supposed to have. But if they bring suspected paper, this one's for
Even the fucking
synthetic
girl feels
cannabinoids,
dirty as
and then
fuck.
we also have other tests. So we have the multi, could be fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, meth, MDMA, or we have the opioids test. But you basically just rub on the paper that you think is suspect narcotics. Once you rub it on the paper, there's like 2 vials in the test kit. So this one, like, didn't show anything. So it's not, if it's actually something, it's gonna look like this on here.
No, this is not.
Like you can see
Okay.
the different discoloration, and
Yeah.
it shows brown, would be the cannabinoid. So this is hooch. This is jail-made alcohol. The start of it.
What the
You can
fuck? Alcohol?
see there's
Is that a fucking apple, cuz?
a little bit of the juice,
Stay free.
but they
Stay
put a lot of
fucking
different
free.
things. Like one time I found one with corn in it.
Ugh.
Whatever starts it from like the yeast or whatever. That's what they wanted to make that alcohol.
And can you describe the scent?
It's crazy because it actually smells like alcohol, but it also smells really bad.
If someone is caught smoking a strip, do they get extra time added to their sentence?
So we will charge.
Hell no. I just seen on Instagram niggas flexing fucking bowls in jail. Oh God, cuz. What the hell?
Additional crime. So
They capping.
anybody that has in possession.
They be smoking this shit.
Saturated
Man,
paper.
bro.
Depending on the schedule.
Like,
and
they'll
narcotic
smoke
that
this
comes
shit
back from
walking around the whole jail, man.
It's a class 1 felony.
What is a hit on a paper strip run for in these jails?
So depending on the potency, we've seen it up to $10,000 for an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So they will cut those up into little $25 strips.
And that's where the overdose comes in, is it's hard to judge the potency until you've tried it.
Right. Yeah, and each guy is trying to outdo the other guy.
What can a successful paper
That shit's
strip
so fucked
dealer
up.
stand to make in a month, you think?
Like, y'all competing of killing yourself. Like, that shit fucked up, fool. And then y'all in jail doing this shit. Trying to compete, do all this other shit. Man, bro, I would have been in there. Martin Luther King, nigga. I would have been in that bitch. Preaching to every single nigga, bro. Man, what? Y'all niggas need help.
Case that we had, the guy was bringing in, I don't know, so it's hard to tell because he was distributing it throughout the country. So it wasn't just here that he was doing it, but he was bringing in, I would say, over $100,000 a month.
Does it blow your mind to see people return again and again and again to conditions like this?
Yeah, our system is broken. Prior to this, I worked at IDOC as well, at Stateville Penitentiary.
What are the differences that you've noticed working both jail and prison?
Prison, you got guys with guns watching you, unlike here. It's more...
Yeah, so they got, in prison, there's guys like with guns watching you?
Controlled.
That shit crazy.
You be walking the line of guys and you got guys with guns on top watching you, making sure nothing happens to you and or anyone else.
Yeah.
What is it like being lied to so frequently?
I ain't never know that.
It's hard because you can't, because when you want to help someone, you really don't know if they're telling the truth or not, or they're just trying to spin you to gain whatever it is that they're trying to achieve.
Now that you've witnessed
Yeah, you can't trust nobody in jail.
Let's take you to the basement of
You can't trust nobody in jail. You in there by yourself.
Is fought.
Tell me about your role in this operation.
What we do is we search the mail as it comes in. They go through all the mail, but they do not open anything. They just separate it per division. Then we go over and take all the mail and bring it back over here, and we will open by hand, and we will search everything.
Here they have a mailroom and drug detection laboratory where specialized officers hand search through the packages, letters, and books that come in, and they use infrared scanner technology to hunt for the invisible paper spray drugs.
If you were to guess, like what are the different things we're looking at here?
Our first instinct when we look at a book, it's all starting to fade here and getting all watered.
And so there's sophisticated communication going on where they know, hey, look for pages 152 and 171,
Correct.
and that's my drug.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So the vast majority of the book could be innocent, but 3 pages are what can make someone a few $1,000s.
So it is time consuming. You got to go like through each page and like look at each one. Might be different.
So this is a recipe an inmate wrote to somebody else.
This shit crazy,
let me just read
fool.
this out. This is a pretty crazy.
Like, them
mixture.
papers is
K2
drugs.
Greg,
Like,
that in itself.
shit don't even make
Wow.
sense, fool.
Embalming fluid, purple can
That's
of raid,
crazy.
boil the leaf with the water, nail polish remover, fertilizer, bed bug spray.
Yes.
You guys need to think of better drugs. This is wild to put in your body.
Bed bug
How
spray.
often is it-
Bed bug spray. Stay free. Nigga, I'd rather smoke my damn pen than that shit. What the fuck?
a smuggling attempt made, do you think?
I mean, I don't have like real stats, but I would say daily. Just the amount of paper that we found in here saturated with something would lead me to believe that it's coming in from every avenue that's possible.
Damn
And
right.
You walk a weird line between inmate
They'll do
rights and
anything for them
inmate
drugs,
safety.
bro. It's
Right.
jail, bro.
Most of them are not convicted.
They
of a
need
crime.
something to
They're
keep
here
the time
facing
going.
their trial, and so they're innocent until proven guilty. And so there's this feeling that you want to have, they have rights, and that they want to be able to communicate with their family on the outside world, and you want that for them. You just have to understand that some people take advantage of that.
Folks, keep in mind that Tom Dart and his team at Cook County could easily eliminate most of this drug problem by completely banning all physical mail, but they intentionally choose not to. Instead, they
Wait, what do you
believe
mean
that
by that?
completely banning all physical mail, but they intentionally choose
Oh,
not
mail.
to. Instead, they believe that the family connection that comes from getting real photos and letters is worth the risk and is a key part of the rehabilitation process.
Can you
Some of them could be sending drugs through the mail too.
what's happening right now around us?
So
That
this is
shit
the
crazy.
mail room for Division 6. So all mail coming from the outside, from family members, the whole 9 yards comes in here before we give it to them. It's examined by machines and by humans to make sure it doesn't have any type of contraband in there. But for our purposes, the big part we're looking for is drug-soaked paper, but we're also looking for everything else under the sun.
Oh, you want to check out this machine?
Yeah, if we could. This was something that we got in when things started really heating up and things were really getting difficult.
They call it a T-ray machine. It's not an X-ray machine, so it's safe for your hand. It's not going to have X-rays, something that's going to hurt your body. What they do is when you get the mail, you put it on here, and it calibrates to the machine. But these are 6x9s. You can select standard mail 6x9.
That's crazy.
So this is 6x9. So once you put it on, as you can see, all these red lines, and it's like an air.
I can't do jail, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I can't do it.
Push the air out.
I need to eat on my timing.
Back in again.
So that indicates there's some uneven weight distribution.
Correct, of saturation, some kind of saturation.
And to talk to my family, this is a mail. Gotta go through the mail and shit.
So what would be the next?
I could barely use the phone and shit. Like,
take this back. We'll have it tested.
I can't do it.
We'll have it sent for destruction. Now see, this one has a little bit. This is just air, because as you can see, as I can move it, and it stays gone. See, there's nothing there. So this one's good.
How do you quantify the mail that you guys receive on a weekly basis?
And yesterday we had 207 yesterday, and out of that we confiscated 20.
So about 10% of the mail is potentially compromised.
Correct. That's correct. Now see, this one is extremely, there's no way I can get that out of there.
What we're seeing is that the technology's had to adapt. Crime is an interesting balance because the criminals are always innovating. They're always going to be slightly ahead of law enforcement, and then they go here, and then they go here. It's kind of like a chess match.
Yeah. There's a couple things. One, they can repackage it. If it comes in,
criminals some smart motherfuckers.
Seal it back.
For real.
And ship it back. Another thing is third-party Amazon. You could get a book and sell it on Amazon, and Amazon gives you shipping labels saying it's coming from Amazon. Technically not coming from Amazon, it's coming from you.
Do you ever find yourself being impressed by the ingenuity of these guys?
Oh, all the time.
What do you think it would take to have these guys harness that energy in a positive direction in the free world?
He
Desire
can't.
to do it?
I don't think he can.
Sorry.
He can't.
What is that?
There's too much criminals for that.
Suboxone right there in the
Niggas ain't trying to
that
change.
orange strip is Suboxone?
That's Suboxone.
Damn.
There's Suboxone right there.
Man, bro, I thought it was gonna be like a low key spot. You could tell. Like, yeah, you could tell that shit some weed, something. Suboxone. What the fuck is Suboxone?
I thought this book was gonna pass. Right over here, we caught another one. It looks like, guys.
What the hell is Suboxone?
This right here, you can tell it's been manipulated already.
So just to get a baseline, this is a clean sheet?
Correct.
So clean sheet, okay.
And then just go ahead and feel
drag
it.
your finger across.
Just keep on. Be careful with that.
It takes a fine touch because the ordinary person, if they're not trained, I would just pass this. I have no idea that this is.
Yeah, no, that's right away. You can tell its texture.
Substances are making it to the city, and then
damn, fool, I don't know how they put drugs in there.
Out, unless
like,
they just completely.
They do spread it on the shit like
this problem.
That shit crazy.
Director Yassine. I run the intelligence center for the
Chicago. Some crazy motherfuckers.
24 years.
Cause what the hell?
Director for the past 8 years.
How do you solve the strip problem?
Eliminate any mail coming in here and just make it all electronic.
What do you think motivates these guys to take the strips?
You know, I wish I had an answer for that. What makes them want to do it? Chasing the high? I don't know.
Currently within these jail walls, which is more dangerous? Gang violence or the paper strips?
I would say the paper strips.
Folks, that was a look into Cook County's drug smuggling epidemic. Thank you to Tom Dart and his team for letting.
All right, y'all, we're out.